I guess this is a good problem for the Giants to have, but I brought it up in September. If they play well, if they go to the playoffs, now what do you do with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley? Because you got to make big financial commitments. I'll make you the owner of the Giants. What are you going to do with those two players now that you're playoff bound?
I'm going to keep them for sure. I've been saying that with the Daniel Jones situation here for a little bit. One, I mean,
but franchise, or are you going to give him a long, big deal?
I'm going to give him I'm going to give him a deal. I'm going to give him a deal that's like, maybe a 3-4 year deal that I can get out of after a year or two, maybe 2 years to be safe that way.
What if he says no?
Well, I would go, well, tell me where the grass is greener and tell me who's going to believe in you more than we are.
He could go to Washington. He could go to Carolina.
Well, he could, but do they have Brian Daboll? And do they believe in him the way Brian Daboll and the Maras and the Tisch family?
Do you believe in Daniel Jones?
I do. I do believe
okay, if I said he's going to cost you $40 million a year, do you believe in Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's about where I think
are you sure
could be.
That didn't sound definitive?
I can deal. Well, I mean, again, the number. All right, it's a big number.
Well, then what do you do with Saquon Barkley? Can I get Saquon Barkley 4 years, $40 million?
I don't. That would be dicey. That's a scarier situation, and he's the one that maybe I would think about franchising.
Okay, all
right. So that'd be the one I would think about. Daniel Jones, though, as I've said, and I think I've said to you before. There's a lot of positives. There really is. And to say that he was with a bad offensive line the first few years of his career is really an understatement. It was the worst offensive line.
Yep.
And there's still not a lot of talent around him. And you're seeing a coach that kind of just put him in the right spot, polished a few things with his game, and all of a sudden, every week we go, Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are carrying the offense. You see them play.
Yeah.
It's quarterback design run. It's handed to Saquon. It's bootleg. It's, oh, my gosh, I don't have a lot of time to throw it. I got to get it out of my hand quick on a drop back pass. He does that well. He scrambles well. So
I want to see the consistency. You got a good head coach. Now get him a couple of weapons there.